Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so if you're aware of my channel, you just have to know in the month of October I actually showcased my entire Halloween collection as well as my fog collection. So it was only a matter of time before I got around to showcasing my Thing collection, and that's exactly what I'm going to be delivering in this video. Now, it's a very extensive collection, something I am very proud of. It's one of those movies that I do not mind owning multiple editions of. I have it on so many formats, it's quite amazing. Now, when I say this is my complete collection, in a way it's not. I own the movie at least 4 or 5 times on VHS, but I'm only going to be showing one in this video. The same could be said for DVD and Blu-ray. But what I am going to be highlighting is some of the better releases that I have when it comes to the Thing. And I really do hope you enjoy it. It's a movie I absolutely love. Look, you don't own a collection like this if you don't love the movie as much as I love it. And it's great to be able to actually showcase this collection to you. And I have to tell you, I picked the right day for it because I am fucking frozen. I am. So I want to jump into this because I don't want the video to go on too long. So I'm going to start with VHS. And the VHS that I'm going to be showing here was actually gifted to me by my good friend David Punton. And this is the one right here. Now, I have to tell you, this is still my favourite artwork when it comes to the Thing. And I was so happy when David sent this my way. So I felt it was only right to showcase this one in this video. But as you can see, yes, like I said, it is my favourite artwork when it comes to the Thing. That is the spine of it. And that is the back. Now, the Thing is one of those movies, I don't know what it is, but every format that it's been on, it's always been positive. Everything looks great. And that's including the VHS. It really does. And yeah, so happy to have that in my collection. And a huge thank you to David once again for sending that my way. So that's the first title that I'm going to be showing the VHS release of it. So that then takes me on to the DVD release that we got for it. And I have to tell you, this was an event when this came out. Unlike anything you've seen before, the VHS looked great. This looked so much better. Not only that, but it was jam-packed with special features. You also got the Thing, the Terror Takes Shape documentary, which was great to actually see on this release. And I would never get rid of editions like this because, like I said, they're time capsules to me. And I remember the day I picked this up. I remember how I felt. I remember how I felt when I first seen it. And no money in the world would ever take this away from me. So yes, that is the DVD edition of the Thing. This was gifted to me, if I remember correctly, it was Gary Tilford that sent me this. It's either Gary or it's David, one or the other. But it is the HD DVD of the Thing. And as you can see, we get that classic artwork once again. You're going to be seeing that quite a lot in this video. I never had the pleasure of seeing this movie on HD DVD. Even though I had a player at the time, I never picked up the Thing. But I was so happy to actually have this in my collection. Like I said, it's one of those movies where I just don't mind owning it on multiple formats. So that is the HD DVD edition of it. This one, another gift, believe it or not. And it's from David Punton once again. And this is a Blu-ray edition. And as you can see, this was the VHS range that was... It was a thing years and years ago. I think there was something like around there must have been around 40 editions that came out. But as you see, it comes in classic VHS packaging, even though it is Blu-ray. So that is the spine of it there. And this is the back of it. Now, I love the presentation when it comes to this set because when you open it up, you do get the VHS tape. But as you can see, it is, of course, in cardboard. But it is such a nice touch. And I would love to have owned that entire collection. Shame I never got around to it. But that is the discs that you get inside it. And you also get like a poster and a little kind of small little card there. Character card. That kind of stuff. So yes, that is the VHS range edition of the Thing. And I absolutely love it. So thanks again, David, for that. Right, so I'm going to move on to Steelbook editions that I have for this movie. And the next one, once again, was gifted to me by my good friend David Punton. He knows how much I love this movie. And this is the first time I ever seen the Steelbook edition of it. Never knew it existed until David sent it my way. But here we go. So as you can see, it looks like an Asian version of the thing. Like I said, never seen this artwork before. I was absolutely ecstatic to add this one to my collection. It has a simple matte finish. There's nothing going on in terms of spot glossing or embossing or debossing. And as you can see in the back, you do get that classic artwork. And then when you open it up, you get a small poster inside and, of course, the movie on Blu-ray. And it goes without saying, folks, but the picture quality on the Blu-ray, oh my god, it is absolutely astonishing. Unbelievable. And then 4K came out and absolutely blew that out of the water. So up next is another Steelbook edition. This one is quite rare. You don't see them out there for sale that often. So I'm very happy to have it, even though it's a bit of an abomination of a Steelbook. It is this one right here. Now, I can't remember if this was a Xavi exclusive or was it a Play.com exclusive. Something's telling me it is Play.com. But as you can see, it is that face, them two faces molded together. And the title itself is embossed, but the color scheme on it, it looks horrendous. It really, really does. I was never a fan of the Steelbook. But then when you turn it around to the back, you do once again get that classic artwork. And then when I open it up, this is the inside of it. You've got your Blu-ray disc. And again, I don't know if you can make out the artwork there. On the inside, I think it's just McCready and a couple of the men. I think that's what it is. So yes, I think that's a Play.com release. It's a very strange Steelbook. But I'm happy to have it, I really am. So up next, another Steelbook release. This is an Arrow Video Steelbook. And there we go, it is the classic artwork once again. Simple matte finish on this one as well. No spot glossing, no debossing or embossing. There's something, I don't know what it is, there's something a bit bland about this Steelbook. Maybe if it was in high gloss form, it would have looked a hell of a lot better. The back artwork I found to be very, very underwhelming as well. But open that one up, and inside you do get your Blu-ray disc, and there's also a small booklet, just a write-up of the movie itself. So that is the Arrow Video Steelbook edition of The Thing. And Arrow did a great job on the restoration of that as well. I think that might have been a 4K master if I remember correctly. Up next is, I think this is a Xavi exclusive. It's a 4K Steelbook. And here we go. And this is, I was going to say this is my favourite Steelbook for The Thing. No, it's probably my second favourite. But as you can see, it's simply just McCready. But there's something about the kind of mist behind them. There's something very eerie about it that I love. But it is the back of the Steelbook that I find really impressive. But there you go. It is the scene with the dog. And it's great to see that on Steelbook form. I don't think anyone done that before. So yes, there's something about the Steelbook that I love. The lovely high gloss finish on it as well. Let me just open it up in full to give you a proper look at it. But there you have it. And turn it inside, and that is your 2 discs, 4K and Blu-ray. And as you can see, it's the sign there for the base itself. So yes, that is the, I'm going to say it's a Xavi exclusive. I think I did get it from Xavi, but I think you can get like a box set of all the John Carpenter Steelbooks. I think it was all the Studio Canal ones that came out, and I think this one was part of it. I could be getting that wrong though. So yes, that's the 4K Steelbook edition of The Thing. Now, another edition I have here, once again, was gifted to me by my good friend David Punton. And it is the Laserdisc edition of it. So it goes without saying, when I received this off David, I was absolutely ecstatic. Laserdisc is something that kind of passed me by, unfortunately. But I've said it in countless videos, I am still looking into getting a player. I'm hoping someday it will happen. It'll be great just to actually knock this on. I know the quality is not going to be great, but I can't help myself. I want to see it. So yes, that is the Laserdisc of The Thing. Look, I'm not going to take it out to show you because it's a Laserdisc. You know, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. So another item, again, that David sent me. David Punton. Many times I've mentioned his name, around 5 or 6 times already. It's unbelievable. This is probably one of the biggest gifts I ever received off him. It is the NECA figure of the Thing, and it's actually the bit in the compound with the dog, with that transformation. But I haven't brought myself to take the figure out. I can't do it. There's something about this box that I absolutely love, and the thought of taking the figure out and then having to put the box into an attic, it just doesn't sit well with me. I did have plans with this. I was kind of going to recreate that scene, make the kind of kennel, and then put the figure in it, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to it. But I'll open it up and let you look what's inside. But that is just a close look at a bit of the transformation there. But it goes without saying, there's a lot more behind that. There's even another bit with the dog. It's kind of like the tongue is hanging out of the dog. It's quite grotesque. So yes, this was a massive deal for David to send this my way. So there you go. That is the Thing NECA figure. I don't even know if you can still get them. Right, up next, we're making our way on to kind of the more kind of the box sets, put it that way. This is an Arrow Video edition, and here we go. So this is the limited edition set that they brought out. Again, I think this has sold out. I think it sold out quite quickly as well. No surprise there, considering the movie. But I actually do like the newly commissioned artwork on this one, even though I think people were complaining about it at the time. That is the spine of it. As you can see, it matches up with most of Arrow Video's sets. And this is the back of it. And as you can see, it is absolutely jam-packed with special features, as you come to expect from Arrow Video. So yes, there's something about the artwork on this one I really do like. Something different is always good, especially when you consider how many times I own the original artwork for this movie. So this is the armory that you get inside that. And once again, it is something that we never seen before. And the back of it is basically the exact same as the hard box. And then when you open it up, you get a couple of postcards, which I'm not going to show here, folks. I've done videos on this. I've done a video on this edition already. And if you do want to see it, I will leave a link in the description below for the video. But you get around 6 postcards inside it. And you also get a book. And there's also a poster as well. So it's a lovely, lovely set. The booklet covers a bit of everything. The restoration, you know, the movie itself. So yes, that is the Arrow Video release of The Thing. So that brings me on to the 4K release from Universal. Everybody seems to get this one confused with Studio Canal, and I can't blame them, because as you can see, the artwork matches up with those Studio Canal releases. And you have to give all the credit in the world to Universal for actually doing that. Now, I'm not going to say it's perfect. This one kind of has a more cream finish to it, where the Studio Canal ones are a bit more white. You can really see it when you put them side by side. But once again, you do get some newly commissioned artwork in this one. And I like it as well. That is the spine of it. And that is the back. Hands down, this might be the best 4K restoration I've seen for a John Carpenter movie. It looks absolutely beautiful. I couldn't believe how good it looks. So you get a standard kind of digipack inside this release. And as you can see, just bear with me, there's a few postcards in that here. So I won't be able to get this in, well, actually I can. But as you can see, you get the 4K, you get the Blu-ray, you also get the prequel, and I think that's the soundtrack in the end. It is indeed. And I'm not afraid to say this, I think The Thing prequel is probably one of the most unappreciated movies of all time. I think it's a solid prequel, and it doesn't get the love that I think it deserves. So that is the main artwork on this digipack. And then inside this, you also get a poster. You get a couple of postcards, you know, all the usual bells and whistles. I have done a video on this one as well, and I will put it in, I'll put a link in the description below if you do want to check it out. And you also get a booklet inside, and it's there's actually quite a bit in this in terms of they're showing like storyboards, some of the creature designs, which was nice to see. And then of course you get a bit of the script in there as well. And I think there's a write-up as well of the movie. So there's quite a bit. Considering its size, there's actually quite a bit going on when it comes to that booklet. So yes, that is the universal release of The Thing. And it goes without saying, this one is long out of print. So happy to have it. So the next edition that I'm going to be showing, this is my favorite Steelbook when it comes to The Thing. And it is the Titans of Cult release of it. So I love the simplicity of this artwork. It is absolutely fantastic. As you can see, you got The Thing, and it's basically just ice behind it. I think it looked... I fell in love with it the minute I seen it. The back of it, there's nothing going on. There was a J card there, but I put it inside. It kept falling off. And even the spines of it, again, I'm not sure if you can make it out. It is so faint. But trust me, you can see the thing there. So, wait till you see the Steelbook of this if you haven't seen it already. It is absolutely stunning. What I will do is I'll show you the few little goodies that you get with it. But as you can see, you get a small patch there, and that's representing the scene with the blood in the petri dish. And you also got a small pin there as well. So if you're familiar with Titans of Cult, you have to know you always get a small pin with their releases. So that's the two items that you get inside it. This is the Steelbook, and oh my god, it is breathtaking. I love it, and this is it. And again, I'm not sure, I think my camera can pick it up there now. Look at that. When you bend that light against it, it looks stunning. But as you see, you got the title of the movie in the middle, as well as the spider head. And you kind of have behind it that kind of the thing itself. It's actually very, very grotesque. And as you can see, everything that you see in terms of the artwork is done with spot glossing, and it stands out. It looks fantastic. And right around to the back, you got that petri dish once again. You see the blood in the middle of it, and I think it says man is the warmest place to hide. It is very faint, but trust me, it is there. I think you can see it there. So yes, this Steelbook, I can't get over how beautiful it is. And I'm not even sure if this is still available. But if you had the means to get this, I definitely recommend picking it up. It's a stunning release. And that's the inside of the Steelbook itself. So that is the Titans of Cult release. I have one more edition to show you. I think this is the definitive version to own when it comes to The Thing. It's my rarest edition that I own for it as well. There's only 1,000 copies out there. I'm almost certain you could still get this on Film Arena's website. How it hasn't sold out, I will never be able to wrap my head around. But here we go. So this is the XL edition from Film Arena of The Thing. So you will notice that it does come with this rather beautiful looking lenticular cover. And you will notice as well, you're getting a bit of... It's almost like a Frankenstein monster here. You're getting that iconic artwork, but you'll also notice there, it's, you know, that the face, the kind of molded face? They actually put that in on the top of it. Now, there was a few people out there that complained about this. They thought it was an abomination. Absolutely not. No chance. I thought it was very, very creative. So that is the main artwork. That's the spine of it. As you can see, it is quite a thick set. And right around to the back, as you can see, it is the compound itself, the helicopter kind of hovering above it. Now, again, I don't know if my camera will pick it up, but everything that you see there in terms of the base and the helicopter is done with lovely, lovely spot glossing. It's a beautiful presentation on this set. Even on the top of it, it says, man, what is it? Man's the warmest place to hide. So inside this is another Steelbook. And you also got a couple of postcards and all that kind of stuff. That's the booklet that you get with it. I don't know why, but I think I said it in my video as well when I done this video, the video for this. I'm almost certain I've seen that before on Steelbook form. I could be getting that wrong. I really need to look into that one because I would love to get it. But that is the back of the booklet. And the booklet itself is, yeah, it's just covering everything in terms of all the characters, John Carpenter himself, and of course, the making of, and the location as well. So again, quite an extensive book, and it covers quite a bit. You've also got this small envelope inside. I'm not going to show you, again, if you want to see it, there will be a link in the description below for this video. But it's a lot of postcards inside this one. It's just simple stills from the movie itself. So yes, a link in the description below for the video. And this is the Steelbook that you get inside this one. As you can see, this one has a lenticular cover as well on it. And it is that classic artwork. But the one beautiful thing when it comes to Film Arena Steelbooks and the lenticular covers, you can simply peel it off. It's held on by a magnet. And this is the main artwork for the Steelbook. Now, I think this got reissued again. I think this is widely available out there if you do want to pick it up. It's a good looking Steelbook. And then when you turn it around to the back, once again, you get that classic artwork. It's featured on nearly every single release that I showed in this video. And that is the inside of the Steelbook. You get a small coaster there with it as well. And you get your 2 discs, your 4K and your Blu-ray. So, yeah, like I said, I'm almost certain this set is still available on Film Arena's website. Now, when I bought it, sorry, when I bought it, I think it was around €80. Something's telling me it's gone up in price. I wouldn't be one bit surprised because Film Arena seem to be doing that at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. It's a lovely set. Do I think it's worth paying over €100 for? Probably not. Probably not. But if you can get it for around 80, I think you'll be very impressed with what you get with the set itself. So there you have it, folks. That is everything when it comes to my collection of the thing. It's a collection I'm very proud of. It's one of those collections that I'm going to keep building. There is still 1 or 2 Steelbook editions that I do want to get my hands on. I think there's even a signed museum edition that I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. I'm sure it will happen someday. It's all about just waiting to get them at the right price, but I'm sure I will. So there you have it, folks. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could leave a comment down below. And please share your thoughts on some of the additions that I showcased in this video. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.